So I want to talk about Ikaruga, released in 2001 by Treasure. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, please leave a comment. Thank you. The Ikaruga, the video game, is a shoot 'em up video game, vertical style, released in 2001. It's about a pilot, and the story's really crazy, but I love it. It's fun and it's wild. The story's kind of secondary to the actual gameplay. And there's 5 stages, 3 levels of difficulty. The skill level that you have is the most important part to this game. It's not about the story, it's not about the amount of continues that you have, and it's not about how difficult the enemies are. It's about you getting better at making sure that you're in the right spots and moving around and understanding your hitbox and understanding the enemy patterns and your abilities to change between black and white and gathering the black and white bullets, respectively, are black and white. When you start out this game, they, at least on the traditional ones, I think on the release for the bigger consoles, it has a selection where you can have unlimited continues right off the get-go. But on the Dreamcast one that I had played, there was no option. Like, you just had to play it with, I think it was 3 continues to start out. So like, as you put in hours, I think it was up to like 8 hours. Once you got 8 hours of gameplay, of like straight up actual in the game playing, then you would unlock the ability to have more continues. So it kind of restricted your ability to beat the game unless you had a high skill level, which I really enjoy, and I think it's necessary in this type of game because it will get you good. Like, it will increase your skill level and allow you to do things that you thought were like insane when you first beat it. I personally suck at this game, but I really enjoy popping it on and playing for like 10 minutes here or there, and like, you know, getting to the second or the third level for the first time is really rewarding and makes me feel really good. And so it's a game that is added to my repertoire of arcade style games that I like to play, and this is very unique because I don't play many shoot 'em up games, and I have not very much experience playing them, and this one was always like touted as the greatest one. So I started playing it and realized that like it's very difficult, but it's not frustratingly difficult when you understand that it was an arcade style game that was based around the idea that we were going to put in time to get good at this game. So it's a short video game, so once you get really good, you can learn through it quick, or like I can't, but it is enjoyable when you take your ego out of it and you realize that you can just play and see how far you can go, play and see what you're capable of doing, play and try to memorize the levels and the way that the enemies come down on you and what patterns they come, because there's only 5 levels, so it's like you can master, if you can get the first one down without losing a credit, work on the second one. If you die a bunch of times in the second level, restart, burn through that first one again. It's going to get you better each time that you progress through, all the way up to the 5th level. So it's, in my opinion, it's designed very, very well. It's very unique because you don't see that much these days, especially by like AAA or AA studios, but like it's something that I really enjoy and has been added into my like rotation of games that I crave to play here and there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And it's right up there with Streets of Rage 4, play that game a lot, and then I'll hop on this, and I'll play Marvel vs. Capcom, and then I'll hop on like an Assassin's Creed or some style of like open world building for a little while, and hop on Dark Souls, play that for a little while. But like these games, these arcade style games, the shorter burst games go in between some of those longer RPGs and story-based games of like modern era. So it's fun to kind of sandwich a really, really dense gameplay video game in between something that's a little more filling and story, like filler based or like story based, that is kind of a slow hallway simulator. So like, it's nice to sandwich those in there. And then like, oh, we'll play Ikaruga for a little bit, then hop back into whatever current video game I've been playing to try to like experience and enjoy. And then, okay, if that game's kind of boring here, or I'm stuck for a little bit, hop in, play some Crazy Taxi, play some Ikaruga, play some Streets of Rage, get some dense combat, dense gameplay in to kind of massage the genres that I'm dabbling in, that I'm playing. So it's fun and it's enjoyable. Ikaruga I suck at, but I will play it continuously here and there, once, twice a week for probably ever. So, I don't know, maybe in 20 years I'll be good at it. But right now, I'm not good at it. But I do appreciate the art style, the soundtrack, the sound effects, the bullet hell type of state that you can get in while you're playing this. And you're like, whoa, and they're just raining down bullets on you, and you can like kind of figure out your hitbox and realize that you have a little more leeway than you thought you did to maneuver through it. And there's something meditative about it once you get a little better at it. But at the beginning, it's really frustrating because you suck and you don't know how to transfer between black and white without, getting blasted. And that's okay. That's part of video games. Losing and being trash are a part of video games. You wouldn't enjoy winning as much, and you wouldn't enjoy completing games and getting better at them if you didn't lose. So it's a nice balance to have a very difficult game in my collection that I like to play. Thanks for tuning in.